How's it going, everybody? It's CT back in here after a whole week of not doing any previews or recaps. My laptop was messed up, and then the internet was down here at my house for like 3 or 4 days, actually. But it's back now. I'm back. It's good to be back. And let's get to talk about some of these games. And here we will talk about South Carolina and Kentucky. Man, South Carolina drops another one, which makes them, 4-3 now? Not good. Not good at all. And 1-3 in the SEC. And this is the worst start that South Carolina and Spurrier has had since a long time, probably since when Spurrier first got to South Carolina. And it started out good, you know. South Carolina went up 14-0, and Kentucky soon rallied back, and both teams basically ran the same play the entire game. South Carolina's kept running Mike Davis up the middle. Kentucky really could not stop it, could not stop the run at all in this game, and Kentucky just kept running JoJo Kemp and the Wildcat, and nobody could stop him. I don't understand. Maybe someone can help me out here. I don't understand what makes the Wildcat that hard to stop. And it seems like the Wildcat's kind of been dead. You see it every now and then for the past few years. But, you know, when it first came to be, I think the Dolphins were like one of the first teams to run it. And Arkansas, with Gus Malzahn, was the head offensive coordinator there. Everyone was running it, and everyone was having success. They had a good, solid running back. But I don't understand what's so difficult to stop it. You know exactly what they're going to do. And Kentucky was just running it right up the middle. They weren't handing it off on the jet sweep. They did throw the reverse flea flicker play, which they had someone wide open for a touchdown. I don't remember who caught it, but Tolles threw it. And so I guess you could say they were somewhat had that in the back of their minds. But, man, they just kept running it, and they were getting 10-plus yards of play. And Spurrier himself said that he doesn't know why. They couldn't stop it for whatever reason. And it was pretty much back and forth through the end, towards the end of the game. I think South Carolina had a 2-touchdown lead in the fourth quarter, and then Kentucky scored 3 touchdowns just like that. And the last one was off of a batted ball in the air, and Bud Dupree picked it off and ran it in. And I didn't make any predictions on camera for this past Saturday's games, but I did predict Kentucky to win this game. I just thought it was kind of a trap game for South Carolina, and South Carolina I do not think is that great of a team, and Kentucky is pretty much right there with them, you know, just as good, if not better than South Carolina. But Mike Davis had a great game. If you want to look at the positive side of this, Dylan Thompson played all right, and I don't really know why Spurrier got away from the running game at the end of the game. That's probably what everyone in Columbia has been talking about the past couple of days. Why did he go away from the run, and why was he throwing the ball when they had plenty of time? And you know, I don't understand it, but both teams now, Kentucky has one loss, and they're just a hair away. I said when it happened they should have beat Florida. Florida was very fortunate to get away with the win with that in that game. So Kentucky probably should be undefeated right now, and 3-0 in the SEC, which is crazy to think. But they're still 2-1 in the SEC. I think 5-1 overall. You know, or 4-1. Yeah. So it looks like Kentucky's going bowling this year. Mark Stoops has done a phenomenal job so far at Kentucky, bringing in. He's running a lot of speed, and they have talent in their front four on defense. They have 2 really good pass rushers, and for some reason they can't stop the run that well, but they can pass rush. And they're a tough team, man. They're not, the best, but they have a outside chance of actually winning the SEC East this year. But we'll see what happens. Kentucky or South Carolina drops to 3 losses in conference, and it's not done for South Carolina. But man, they just need to take one game at a time and just see what happens, man. Really disappointed in South Carolina. They were my prediction to win the East. I thought their only loss of the year would be to Auburn. I was wrong, completely wrong. They probably still will lose to Auburn. I was hearing some South Carolina fans tell me that they think they're going to upset Auburn. I don't see how anyone could see that now after the way Auburn played against LSU and the way South Carolina's been playing. But it is what it is now. We'll see what happens going forward. But thanks for watching as always, and I will see you all next time.